This is the first place that we met in June of 2002 as River Ridge Church. This is my house. September will be the 20th anniversary of our first public gathering of River Ridge Church. And so what we want to do for 2022, from now until and through September, is we want to celebrate all year long. And so we're putting together what we are calling 20 for 20. And so today, we're going to celebrate the places that we've met over the last 20 years. And then over the next number of months, we will have a different highlight, a different celebration that we will talk to you about. But this is where it all began. A group of folks gathered in my living room to pray and to dream, to say and to ask, how can we reach our community in a new and different way? I'm here at the Fort Hill Child Development Center. We met here for a few months in the summer and early fall of 2002 as we prepared for our public launch. I'm here at the Capitol Theater, which is where we had our first service on September the 22nd, 2002. 145 people showed up at the first service, and we were blown away at what God had done. From there, we went down to about 90 people through the fall. And then that January of 2003, we began to grow. It wasn't because there was some master marketing strategy. It was because people's lives were being changed, and they invited others to experience what they were experiencing. As the years continued on, we grew more and more, and mainly we began to outgrow the children's space. And so we began to look for a new home for River Ridge Church. And so here's a picture of our last Sunday at the Capitol Theater. I'm here at a place that should look familiar to you, 2090 Briar Street. The first service was held here on February the 4th, 2007. This building has allowed us to continue the vision that God has for us, to reach our community and to help people grow in their love for God and their love for people as they take next steps in their journey with God. One of the things that happened as we began to meet here is we began to draw some folks from Tays Valley, which allowed us to begin to have a church plant team for our Tays Valley location. In the summer of 2008, the folks from Tays Valley began to have plant team meetings and then had their very first service in 2008 at the West Tays Elementary School. And then from there, they moved in 2013 to the old Satter dealership where they continued to meet. On March 15th, 2020, we met in a new and unexpected place, online, because of a little thing called COVID. Although meeting online was difficult and challenging in many ways, one of the things that we learned is that we can still take our next steps in our journey with God, even though we have to remain 6 feet apart. Over the summer of 2020 and into the fall, we met in sort of a different place. We met out here in the church parking lot. We called it Church Outside. And it was a fantastic time to be together in a difficult time. And some days it was super hot, and there was definitely some mornings setting up that it was frigid cold. For nearly 20 years, we have been helping people take next steps in their journey with God. But I believe the best is yet to come. Over the next 9 months, we're going to do 20 for 20, where we look back and celebrate 20 things that God has done over the course of the 20 years of River Ridge Church. But whether you've been here for 20 years or 20 minutes, you get to be a part of the future that God has for River Ridge Church as you take next steps in your journey with God and help others to take their next steps in their journey.